What's up, Docs Daily? It is me, Detroit Lenny here, and Griffin Murphy here as always on a Saturday. What up, doe? Actually, we're here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern is our live show for Saturdays, and that's a hoot for sure. We ask any questions you want down in the chat. Drop in the comment section what you like today or what you got questions about, what you're on the fence about, side total, prop, or otherwise. Let's talk about it. We got a lot of baseball on today. Got a full shitload of hockey on today. We got a handful. We got 3 NBA games on, and then we got 2 Final Four games on. Let's round this thing up. I hate this long gap in between the Elite 8 and the Final Four. I feel like now everybody forgot about college basketball because baseball started. And
it kills the rhythm of these players.
Yeah, right. I agree.
I don't like.
You guys don't forget to hit the like button, share, comment, drop everything you got in the comment section. New customers, free $60 account, links in the description of the video. Griffin Murphy, what do you got at the website tonight?
I actually have a smaller card today, Lenny. I did not open up the buffet. I do have UFC. I have a 3-fight card, but no top selections. Didn't love the card this weekend, so I kept that lower volume. I've got 1 MLB selection, I have 2 selections in, obviously, the Final Four going out today. Both top plays. I love them both. So definitely looking forward to that. And then as far as props, I passed on props. So we do have a menu, so to speak. Just the buffet is not crazy.
It's just the appetizer menu.
We got an appetizer.
It's the brunch menu, folks. I don't know what to tell you. It's the brunch menu. I got a full day of slate of stuff for me. I mean, I got the Tigers game on. Early Tiger game starts my time in like 2 hours. I got Red Wings game on tonight. I got a Pistons game on tonight. Michigan plays in the Final Four tonight. I'll tell you what, it's a busy day for Michiganders out there. I'm telling you right now, don't maybe, they're probably all on edge because I think Michigan loses. I don't know, I don't know. But if Michigan loses and stuff, they're going to be a little on edge. So maybe check in on your Michigan friends later on in the day, see how they're doing. It probably won't be well for them. Let's see. What else we got to do? Well, we got the free $60 account. Use that on Griffin Murphy's premium plays. You can use that. Anything you got going over at the chat or over at the website, drop. You can get on with that free $60 account. And then we got 2 college basketball. What do you want to talk about first?
You tell me. You lead me.
We kind of just wing it from here, folks. Like I did all my plug-in stuff. Here. If you want to join the membership, you want to join the CDL cult, I'll call it a cult. I don't care. I think it's illegal to call it a cult, but it's $5. $4.99. There's a link in the description of the video. Follow along with all my madness. I got all kinds of stuff going today. I got to drop this video, and I do my stuff on video plays. So it's $4.99 a month through YouTube. You can join. There's a link in the description, and I drop a video 6 days a week, pretty much. I don't usually do video on Sunday unless it's something really good that I like, but I'll drop a video Saturday with Sunday plays kind of thing. And then I got to get away from the cameras and lights for one day, Griffin. So I don't get in front of the lights for one day. That's how Lenny stays right with him. That's how Lenny stays.
Keeps your sanity.
Yeah, that's how I keep my insanity. One day, no lights. One day, no lights. You get put 6 days a week. I mean, we're on a tear right now, starting out baseball with some props. We got some other stuff going on. We're treading lightly in some NHL stuff because NHL's wrapping up. NBA season's about to wrap up. We've only got about a week and a half of that left, and then same thing with the NHL. I think we've got about a week and a half left with that. They'll start going into the playoffs, and then I'll be all aboard the NBA train, because all season it's no betting allowed is what the NBA stands for. As soon as the playoffs hits, it's nothing but action, baby. So I'll be about the NBA playoffs. NHL playoffs are just.
I never heard that one. Nothing but action with you.
Nothing but action in the playoffs.
I like that one.
Nothing but action. I got the
playoff time, baby.
Yeah, right. Playoff time is right around the corner. We got all kinds of stuff going on, so check us out there if you want. I'm gonna make us. We got some people in the chat. We'll talk some looks like we'll talk some baseball first. Well, we do have a lot of baseball. We do have early baseball, which God bless America. I love early baseball, baby.
Dude.
I mean, good coffee, good times, early baseball. Tampa Bay Rays money line today, baby. Who we got on the mound? We got Matt on the mound for Tampa Bay and Abel on the mound for the Twins. Let me make sure I'm out.
What? Yeah, I was looking. Me too.
Tampa Bay Rays money line today, baby. Lock. Lock. We're using those words now. We're using words like lock.
I don't know about that, but I will back the Rays in this one. I do like Steven Matz. I think he's a very legit, solidified pitcher. I do believe he was with the Cardinals for quite some time, if I'm not mistaken. That's where he kind of established himself. He got banged up in his one start. He's got 5 innings of work, a 1-0 record, but he does have a high 7.20 ERA. But Micah Bell's getting the start here for the Twins. And we already talked about this Twins team, Lenny, and one thing for sure, we know their offense is not potent. So if Steven Matz can come in and bring anything that he has, obviously, I believe that this Rays team's offensively is way better than Minnesota. So better pitcher, better offense. I'm going with the Rays in this one as well, Lenny. I think it's a bad line as well.
I don't really. Bad. Let me see here.
You're basically getting plus money with the Rays here with the better pitcher and a better offense.
Yeah, Minnesota.
So I'm with you.
I don't have anything, so I'll tail. I'm tailing. Tail alert. I'm tailing. I got a minus 105 too.
Yeah, fair value.
Shop your lines. I like it. I'm tailing. Good job, Daniel. That's what Daniel does. He brings stuff to the potluck. Okay, we bring our stuff to the potluck. Joe Beef brings more than enough for the potluck.
Real cut.
Beef. Joe Beef brings nothing but the beef. I'm the guy that brings I bring the alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We're the guys that, hey, when you invite us to a barbecue, we're the guys that bring the fun. Okay.
Damn right.
Don't ask me to pick up chips. Okay. Don't ask me to get some salsa. No, you could ask me for ice because I'll probably be at the beer store. You know what I mean? So you can ask for ice. You can ask for beer. That's where we're at. But Joe brings the beef. He's in charge of bringing the beef. Always the real Joe Beef. 4 cuts of beef today. College basketball under 157. Arizona and Michigan. MLB the Reds plus money. We'll talk about that game. And then the Jets. How about the Jets? The Winnipeg Jets. I'm on the Winnipeg Jets today. And the UFL Orlando. I didn't realize the UFL had started back up till I was flipping channels last night and saw a UFL game on, and I was I'm like, what's this? And my wife looks at me with the most, like she never looked at me like she thought I was more dumb in my life. And she just looked at me and was like, it's football. And duh. And I was like, I'm just dying, right? I was like, I know it's football. I'm like, I don't know what kind of league this is.
I backed off the UFL, man. I had enough of it. I tried capping it for quite some time, and it's just such a chaos shit.
First of all, there's a lot of turnover in players. A lot of turnover in players. A lot of this, all that. Not, you
can't get data.
No, this is you guys' second jobs. You know what I mean?
Right.
We might as well, go to the corner, bet the pickleball tournament. Let's just bet the pickleball tournament. Let's just cap some guys on the tournament on the court right now.
Pickleball is the real deal, Lenny. Pickleball is the real deal.
I've never played pickleball in my
life.
I'm not that old. I'm not that old. I feel like you gotta be like 60 or above to play pickleball.
No, come on, man. I'm up 50. In there ripping, dude.
No wonder you're the youngest guy in the court. It's no fun when you're just beating up on your grandpas.
Bro, you're swatting, bro. Oh man, don't get me going. Boom,
all over some 78-year-old man just trying to enjoy his Tuesday afternoon.
That's the worst, bro. Then you gotta apologize afterwards.
You're apologizing for shit. Yeah, no, you came on the court. You knew what was going down. That's what I tell my kids when they used to have this 8-foot basketball rim. They could adjust to 10, but when they were younger, they'd bring it down to 8 because they thought they could dunk on it. Well, then one day, old fat boy Daddy got up there and dunked on him. Two-handed jam. You can't do that on us. I'm like, you got on the court. You know the rules. I go, give me my ball. Check ball. I was ready to play. What's up, fellas? Can Creighton keep this going, or will West Virginia end their season? That's in the Crown tournament, right?
Yeah, it is. And I have a premium on that game, so I really can't get into it.
Okay.
To answer your
That's
question,
fair.
though.
That's fair. I don't know nothing about I haven't capped one thing about this college basketball Crown tournament or whatever it's called now. I just realized the other day, like, this is how little I pay attention to college basketball. I just realized it's in Vegas, the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, it is? Shit, I might have went. That's how I felt. I didn't go because I just found
it's
out.
at the MGM, yeah? I think it's MGM.
T-Mobile, it says here.
Oh, T-Mobile? Okay. I was looking at one. Okay, yeah.
That's okay with me. Ain't a bad seat in the house.
No.
I'm still liking Illinois and Arizona. I agree. I haven't heard of it or seen anything convince me otherwise yet. Richie, I hate agreeing with you because we disagree so much. Here's my problem. All I hear about is Illinois. Is Duke? Is UConn so hungover after beating Duke that they don't show up for Illinois? I mean, I think Illinois is a better team than UConn, but UConn just keeps chucking people down. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like Illinois, but everybody likes Illinois. Everybody I talk to likes Michigan.
I know.
But they're all, to be fair, they're all from Michigan. Mm-hmm. I mean, my people are from Michigan, right? But to be honest with you, I kind of like Arizona. I took Arizona first half full game. That's how much I like them.
I think that game is just an absolute complete coin flip. Whoever comes out to play in this one's going to win it. Arizona, they've got the fast-paced tempo, and then Michigan, they just dominate across all spectrums. That game, I don't want to get too deep in because I do have a top-rated position in that one. But going back to that Illinois-UConn game, I'm right with you, man. I think this is the game where Illinois absolutely pulls off with this. UConn, everything seems perfect for them right now. They've done everything right to this point. They've gotten themselves here.
Right, yeah.
I mean, everything to this point. And when everything seems too good to be true, that's typically when things fall apart. I think Illinois comes into this game the better team. I across the boards, they're better at rebounding. I think their offense is better, and I think their defense can't stay composed against this UConn offense, which UConn thrives on tempo and pace of play. So, again, I think Illinois gets them if they bring their best game.
Look what they did.
I take it money line, though. Don't play that -1.5 and get beat by one.
No. I just go back to the Illinois-Houston game where Illinois beat Houston 65-55 to go. I think that was the Sweet 16 or something. Yeah, that was the Sweet 16. Then they went to the Elite Eight and they beat Iowa. They beat the shit out of Iowa. Wasn't even close. 71-59. It wasn't even close when they beat them. So I just don't. UConn's had to fight, man, and I just don't know if they can get it done. I do like Arizona coming out of it. I do. Yeah, I'm not a Michigan hater. It's just I'm just not a. I am a Michigan hater. How dare I say that? I am. I will be watching this game. So
absolutely.
I'll be rooting for Michigan a little bit, maybe first half. A little choppy this week, but had White Sox plus 200 yesterday. Stay away from the Blue Jays -1.5 money burn. Yeah.
I was so close to pulling that one too as well, the White Sox yesterday, and I never pulled it, and sure enough. You see how they won that game?
Yeah, you're the dominant fashion.
No, yesterday's 3-3. It was ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous. We don't need to get into it. We're talking shit baseball right now.
No, wait, hold on. I would like to get into it because I had the Blue Jays. I was the dumbass that took I'm like, no way. This is just a fate of the White Sox. I'm going to lose. If I bet against them 162 times, I'm going to lose. I'll win more than I won't. Let's put it that way. Okay, they won't end up a 500 ball club. I'll win more than I won't. So there's situations where in this, you're damn right. I took a -1.5, and then when it was like 3-1 and I was like, oh man, this is it. We're done. Whatever. It was late in the game. It was like 8th inning. I stopped watching. Next thing you know, it's tied. And I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe man on base, boom, home run. I'll win this game 5-3. Let's go.
Dude, I thought
and then they scored. And then when they scored 1 in the 10th, I was like, oh, now you're going to win this game 4-3, and nobody wins.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, and then I was happy the White Sox got the win. So I'm right back on the Blue Jays today, -1.5 though.
And as you should be.
I mean, I'm just saying. I actually like the matchup today with. I like this Fluharty. I don't know how you say it.
I honestly.
Yeah, Mason Fluharty. He had a really bad outing against. I forget his first outing. It was not great. So I'm looking for. I'm playing the bounce back. That's all.
I hear you.
And the White Sox pitchers will be bouncing back in June. July they'll be trying. Still,
yeah, dude.
You know,
I don't even know who this Grant Taylor is. I mean, it's gotten to the point where the White Sox are just finding guys off the streets and sending them out there. But
I mean, open audition.
Literally, dude. I will say, man, their offensive lineup is actually a lot better than I thought. It is, and I'd love to see Acuna kind of make himself a name in a White Sox uniform. Austin Hayes, I mean, he's solid. Montgomery's solid. Vargas is good. They do have a good young lineup, I will say, but at the same time, it's their pitching and it's their bullpen. They're absolutely atrocious. Can't get a starting pitcher out there that do a good job. And as soon as they get to the bullpen, they get absolutely shelled, and that's where games break open.
I love when the White Sox get a lead early. I was kind of pissed.
Bro, you got your live bet.
I almost bet the fucking Blue Jays. I almost chased it, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take the Blue Jays money line when they were down 3-1," and it was like even money, and I was like, "Nah, should have been way more plus money." I was like, "No, thank you." Daniel wants to give an MLB parlay. He wants you to give him an MLB parlay. I actually have an MLB parlay.
I got you, brother. Let me see. Let's cook one up together.
Tell me what you think about Atlanta and Seattle today. The Atlanta game and the Seattle game. Atlanta playing the Diamondbacks, and Seattle is on the road playing the Angels in Anaheim.
So I do have a premium in this game, but it is on the total, so I can go side on this one. And I think Atlanta has really sparked who they are as a team. I think that this is no longer the Atlanta Braves team that we saw last year. That was just an absolute cluster. I mean, again, we talked about this last week, Lenny. We kind of waited on Atlanta all season last year to finally reach that peak where we're like, okay, they're back to the Atlanta Braves. I think rolling into this season, they got a fresh start. They're a legit team. They're 6-2 entering this game. They've got Bryce Elder on the bump. He's already coming off a sensational start, going 6 innings of work, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Michael Soroka traded from the Nats. I will say he's a very good pitcher, but this D-backs team, offensively, they have not shown up yet this season, and that is how that team wins games. Always down the stretch, the D-backs offensively, they always find a way to pull it off. And right now, they're not doing that. So I'm going to back the team that's winning games, scoring runs, and that is the Atlanta Braves and Bryce Elder. I'm willing to put my money with Bryce Elder on the bump in this one. He's a liability at times, but he hasn't guided me wrong yet this year, obviously, with his one start. But,
right. Yeah. I mean, small sample size, but he's coming out the gate, throwing heaters, man.
Yeah.
And both sides, to be honest with you, I don't hate the Nerfy. I'm just saying, I don't hate the Nerfy here, folks, just because how can I not bet the Nerfy? And I mean, Arizona's not hitting the ball well. Both pitchers can throw and can throw strikeouts. They can throw some Ks up there. So if I got to get in that, it's only -105. The Nerfy is on the Atlanta game. The total's 9.5. That's so fishy.
Yeah.
Because why is the total so high?
It's 9.5. That's fishy too, isn't it?
Yeah.
With Soroka and Elder on the bump.
I think the Nerfy would be like 1/3. That's 30 cents off. Damn. That's a trap. That's a trap, folks.
Hit the Earthy. Hit the Earthy.
The Earthy. Hit it. Hit the Earthy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's there.
Maybe now the game itself.
There might be a lot of runs in this game too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna sprinkle on. See. Okay. So shop your lines because the Yerfie is minus 130.
Yeah, dude.
The Nerfie is minus 105 in some spots, and some spots you can get even money.
That means the Braves, somebody's hitting the long ball in the first.
Yeah, they expect a lot of runs in that game.
Somebody's hitting a homer in the first inning.
Oh, God, probably be. Well, hopefully it's.
Oh, hold on, Lenny, hold on. Did you watch that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game yesterday?
No.
The total was 8.5. Bottom of the ninth inning, 2 outs, 5-3 game, 0-2 count. Buddy hits a bomb. Montgomery, I had the over. I ain't never seen it. I said, I can't believe this shit. I ain't never seen
for no reason. Bang.
No,
dinger.
Just cleans one up.
Solo out. Solo shot. Boom, done.
It cashed. That was it. I said, oh my God. Haven't had one of those in a while.
The UFL rules are done. We'll cook something up, Daniel. We'll cook a parlay up as we go. UFL rules are dumb. Yeah, for sure. Pelicans shit the bed last night, up 10 at halftime. I mean, NBA, man, no betting allowed.
Sacramento.
I lost one bet yesterday. I was on the Celtics under based off Robert Faringo's system he created on this show live. And you know what? We've cashed it probably 5-6 times. First time I didn't cash. Now they went over back to back. I'm definitely going under on their next game. I don't even know when they play again. Let me see if they play today. Nope. They play tomorrow. Celtics Raptors, whatever that game is, the total is at right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking the under. Blind bet. Small pizza money, blind bet. Does the public eat today? Because it seems everyone is on the under in Arizona and Michigan. I don't know why. So for real, I think that game goes over.
I mean, first initial reaction, yeah. Any game with Arizona, I'm immediately incentivizing that it's going to be an overplay. But again, Michigan, they have that stomping ground defense. I don't want nothing to do with that total. I don't want anything to do with it. It does have trap written all over it, because if you wanted my take on it, yeah, I'd play the under. But public's all over the under in that game. And you know me, I'm a public fade. So I don't want anything to do with that one.
Hating on the public. Hating on
I like Illinois in the Final Four. I like Illinois straight up.
I do like that. I honest to God, like on the money line, you can shop that line for sure, because you can get about 125 is a good number for that. But I don't know what to parlay it with. See, here's what I learned years ago.
Blue Jays.
3-4 years ago. That's say. I'll hear my friends of mine will get caught up and they'll do a parlay, and somebody in this chat will be one. You do it, and you know who you are. And I don't know who you are, but you know it's you. You'll play this Illinois money line, right? And then you'll go, all right, I want to put that in a parlay, just a 2-teamer. I just want somebody to dance with, right? And you're like, okay, you keep looking at Michigan, Arizona, Creighton, West Virginia, Baylor, Oklahoma. You don't look at a other league.
Mm-hmm.
Will not parlay like an MLB team, a college basketball team. Why you don't think I have my Red Wings and Tigers and Pistons in a parlay? It's Detroit versus everybody, baby. I'm just saying, it's Detroit no matter what. Always has been, always will be. So, I mean, multi-sport parlays are something that I don't feel like is needed to be talked about per se, but I feel like needs to be like it's said it's okay. It's not a degenerate move. If you're going to 2-team a parlay, get the best value for that. And that might not be. There's only 4 basketball games on today, college basketball games. I don't like that.
Lenny, I have cross-sport parlayed for so many years on end. I absolutely agree.
I like that. I'm taking Illinois.
Bro, you could find those minus 220 juiced up games. There's a money line play. Then you find an ATS play in the NBA. Then you go right to the MLB and you find your plus money. Yeah, whatever. There's action everywhere.
Well, who wanted a 2-team parlay? I got it for you. Tell me if you like this. Illinois money line minus 125.
Yes.
Toronto Blue Jays money line minus 149. On DraftKings right now is plus 201. So
Getting 1 to
that's
2.
both money line. Blue Jays, Illinois, run it. 2-teamer.
And heads up for everybody. I do not like Illinois. Just so you know, everyone knows I live in Illinois. I have no emotional attachment with this team. I do not like them whatsoever. I just think they are the better team in this matchup.
I hope they win it all.
Just to solidify that.
I hope they win it all, because then it'd be like Indiana won football, Illinois won, whatever.
Midwest.
It's just Big Ten, Big Ten, Big Ten, Big Ten, Big Ten. That's all I care about.
You got it. Spit it out.
You got it. Rangers run line today. Look at Scott's coming through here. Rangers run line today. He likes the Phillies run line, Tigers run line. Scott, do you ever bet that no bat ninth inning? You should look into that on some of these bets. If you have DraftKings, I know lets you do it. Take down some of that juice, like Tigers, for example. Is like minus 155. I'm just using them as an example. Because they're plus.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing right now because Colorado and Philly, they don't have a pitcher listed on either side yet. So
they don't care. They don't know what's going on.
No, just the hell with the Rockies. We're going run line. I like it,
so,
Scott.
Yeah, so Scott, the Tigers are minus 170 on the money line. But you can get minus 120, no bet ninth inning. You know, take that down like usually about 50 cents. I'm telling you, it'll save you. And then if you lose the bet, you don't want to run, you know, on a one. You know, a lot of games are decided by one run. Take the run line out of it. Hey, I hate losing run line bets, man. You know,
especially when you win outright. But it's just like yesterday, I thought of you. I said Blue Jays will win 4-3. Nobody took the Sox plus 1.5. Everybody took the Blue Jays on the run line. Nobody took them money line unless they're getting chopped in a parlay. I don't know. I was laughing yesterday. And then they won outright. So I said, you know what? Rather see it that way. Got my White Sox a victory.
Real Joe Beef giving our guy Tony a plug here. For FYI for the audience, I've never wagered golf before, but when I took chance with Tony George last Sunday, and I'll tell you something, that guy knows what he's doing when it comes to golf. He does. I hate that. You know, we mess with our guy Tony. He's our boy, right? You know, we can mess with him. You guys can't. Okay, it's like one of those things. But for as kooky as the son of a bitch can get sometimes on our slums, he'll go off on a rant and he'll be right all the whole way. But I'm telling you what, golf, he knows his shit. Like he's like
beyond belief.
Golf. Like I'm like, I asked him, I go, do you just watch the Golf Channel all day? He goes, I don't ever watch it. I go, are you messing with me? He goes, sometimes.
He's lying to you. He watches.
Oh yeah, I know. I didn't know if he was like he messes with me sometimes, or sometimes he watches the Golf Channel. I was like, you watch this shit all day. But I'm like, yeah, you know.
That and NASCAR. If you're looking for NASCAR as well, Tony's your guy. I personally watched him go into books and bet $5-10 grand in NASCAR and just absolutely rip it. He is very good in NASCAR as well.
Yeah. Hey, and the Masters is coming up soon this weekend. I think it's this weekend. I'm just Tiger Woods to win it all. I'm just kidding. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the size of the ball, what the sport is. It's all about making some extra money. And it is interesting Sunday afternoon watching the tournament from Texas. There you go. Under 157, Michigan, Arizona. There's another one. There's another one with an under. There's another one with that under. Why? Tell me why Arizona is not going to score 90 points. I'm just saying everybody. Well, I'm not saying that Michigan's not going to stop them in some way, shape, or form. And their defense is their defense, but
is the public playing the trap in this?
Is that what we're getting? Where's the public money?
Is the public getting smarter?
Let me see. I got a site.
Market cycles, market shifts. Every 5 to 6 years, we get new shit. I don't know, dude. I just, again, I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing.
I know. I'm looking up to see where the money's at right now.
I believe it's pouring all over the under. Totals.
Nope.
Yeah, it's gonna be here. Hold on. I'm pulling up.
Under
157, Illinois real deal. Illinois versus AZ for the chip. Daniel's on the public fade for sure. We'll get to all that. What are you pulling up right now, Lenny?
I don't know. My shit ain't reloaded. My place.
I'll find it.
You find it.
I find it.
I thought DraftKings used to tell you all that.
What?
Yeah, you'll have to find it. I don't know what's going on. I can't find nothing. I don't know what's happening. Keep running down the trend. Illinois is the real deal. Illinois is the real deal. I believe that. Illinois, Arizona for the chip. I ain't mad at that. Go ahead.
80% of the total bets are on the over, not the
under.
Over 76.97%. And then the amount of tickets are 79.29% on the over. The under 20.71% of bets and tickets are on. And the actual handle is at 23%. So,
all right, well, then I would like
wrong.
the under.
Drill the under.
Like the under. Yeah, wrong. I thought everybody was on the under.
Yeah.
So my bad. I thought the public would be on the under. Everybody keeps telling me look at us in the chat. We are sharp. You hear that? Sharp. You walk around, people tell your significant other, whoever, wife, girlfriend, side piece, whoever, you tell them, hey, you dealing with sharp money over here. Tell them to me. The next time somebody says you gamble for a living, say, hey, calm down. I'm sharp money over here. That's what you tell them. Make sure you get you got to stop. You got to get their attention, tell them to stop, and then bring them back. That's 100%.
The Lenny rant, baby.
That's my grandmother in a nutshell. She said, "Hey, what?" And it was, "Pay attention. You come here." Yeah, it's all in one swell swoop. You gotta be a fiery redheaded Irish Catholic girl too, but you can't be more than 5 foot tall. That was my grandmother in a nutshell, by the way. I'm about this Illinois, Arizona. But God, I just, what?
I like it.
I don't want to see the Chris Webber and the Fab Five Michigan kids out there. Oh, when we won the championship for Michigan, yada yada, yada. I don't want to hear all that shit. Nobody likes you. I don't want to. That's why I kind of hope Arizona wins. I think Arizona's the better team.
I do in an overall spectrum. There's a couple players with Michigan that are dominant on all forces, but as a team, I agree. Arizona solidified across every single corner. I agree.
Had Toronto money line parlay with the Yanks and the Red Sox. Ouch. I'll say it again, to make to make money in baseball. Yes, take your favorites here and there, but you got to know when to take some dogs. Absolutely, you got to take some dogs. I mean, you just got to find value in the bets itself. You shouldn't just bet the total and the side and be done with the stuff. Props, you got to find value in props. Mm-hmm. You got to figure out what value is. That's how I tell you. What's your value? Like, find out what the value is to you. If value is to you minus 120 because it was minus 170, that's value. That's value for me. You know what I mean? If value for you means it has to have a plus tag in front of it, that's value for you. Value is not, it's all relative to each and every one of your own bankrolls. Daniel coming in with lock, Toronto run lines. I'm definitely betting the White Sox money line now.
Yeah, dude. I can't get into that. I can't get into them because that is one team that I have a true heavily emotional attachment to. So
we already bet Toronto run line. We already did it. We already
just go with it.
Braves are up 2 in the first. That game already started?
No, it's not until 6.
Oh.
That can't be right. Who said that?
Daniel.
Yeah. Premeditated.
MLB, baby, this is the best time of year for multiple sports. Man, look up while you guys are on YouTube at some point in your day. Look up on YouTube April in the D. And there's like songs written about this out of Detroit, about April in the D. It's the most magical time of year. You have playoff hockey supposedly about to start. Usually when the Red Wings are in the playoffs, playoff hockey about to start. Pistons are good. They'll be in the playoffs. So you have playoff hockey, playoff basketball, and you got everyday baseball. And then you got the NFL draft that gives you hope for your Lions this year. You know what I mean? So April is the best time of the year for sports in Detroit. April into D, baby. I'm just saying. Let's see. After Arizona beats Illinois, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I guess I'll wait for football again. I just can't get into NHL and MLB. Come on, Richie. NHL playoffs are a different monster, and you know it.
Absolutely.
First of all, baseball, I get it. It's a grind. It is a daily, weekly grind.
Sure.
That's why they call it the dog days of summer. It's because of baseball. It's a daily grind, every day, all day. Baseball takes soul. So I understand that. Sooner or later, you'll get right back into baseball. You know you will. Tony Dimes, baby. Tony Dimes, this guy. Thanks, Griff, for you for real. It's going over Arizona versus Wolverines. Okay, well, there's the first guy that said it's going over. Daniel, you're officially public now. Boom, you're a public side. Get out of the sharp better side. It goes to overtime. See, now this is why I thought this game would go over, because I really thought this game could possibly go into overtime.
That's a scare.
I mean, and it could be a few overtimes. I really thought about honest to God, I thought was easy, just taking both dogs in a 2-point teaser. Because I don't think either team gets their ass beat. Either game, teaser? 4-point teasers minus 110 on a 2-teamer. I mean, I'm just saying. You know.
I think both of them end up
Illinois. You take Illinois through 0, whatever. You got them plus 3.5.
Yeah.
Or 2.5, and then you'd have Arizona plus 5.5.
No, what's your Arizona line?
Plus 1.5.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'll do it right now. I'll see.
I was looking minus 1.5.
I'm gonna go Arizona and Illinois. Arizona, Illinois teaser, 4-point teasers minus 110, and that gives me Illinois plus 2.5 and Arizona plus 5.5 on minus 110.
I think if Illinois wins,
you like that shit, huh?
I think if Illinois wins, they torch them.
Well, that's fine. I got 2.5. We're okay with that. And then we just need Arizona to lose. That Arizona-Michigan game comes down to last. I don't know. All right. We'll get back to that. That's our thoughts on all that. I was wrong. Damn it, Jack. You were wrong. What were you wrong about? The spread and the total for both games haven't budged much at all. And I don't feel like they will. I don't think you're good. You know, I think people have made up. Plus, it's like the number with the Super Bowl. It's not going to move that much. We've had these lines for 5 days. You should have known who the hell you were going to bet on Monday.
Right.
On Monday, I knew I wanted Arizona and Illinois. Like, there ain't nothing. I don't even have to wait for a line. I don't give a shit. I'm 2-team parlaying that stuff. NBA. What do you want to talk about? 3 games? Or, I mean, you want to talk? Okay, the NBA. Do you think?
Or does he mean no betting allowed? I don't know if he was going with your no betting allowed analogy, or if he wants to talk NBA.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm on the Pistons, but
we know you are. We know you are.
To the window, to the wall, baby. I
we can talk NBA. We can talk.
I kind of wanted to dabble in that Spurs game. I'll say that. Yeah. Okay. But I limit myself in the NBA. I lie. I get shit about it all season. You know, because I give out NHL. I'll give out props for NHL. I'll give out some weird shit, right? Nerfies, Yerfies, no bet this, that, or whatever, 60-minute lines. But I'll give out a lot of NBA. But I think I like the Spurs. I actually like the Spurs Pistons money line parlay.
Listen, man. I've got a premium in that Detroit game, so I'm not going to talk about that one. But I will say on this one, I'm going to back you with the Spurs 100%. They've won 11 consecutive games. They don't have Wemby tonight, so that's going to cause everybody to jump on Denver in this matchup. And again, you don't fade a team that's won 11 games in a row. They're 29-11 on the road this season, and they're 59-18 on the season. The thing that the San Antonio Spurs really do have is a lot of depth. This team is deep, and that is huge going into a Denver altitude because you get exhausted there. So they're going to be switching guys in and out all game long. I like the Spurs to sustain this momentum and knock off because you got a Denver team that's won 7 games in a row. So it's going to be there's going to be a battle, to say the least. I'm going with the better team here. And I'm going with the public fade due to the fact that Wemby is out. People are going to be jumping on Denver in this matchup if they do bet it.
I'm going to give you a 3-team parlay.
Let's go. Sauce it up.
It's plus 345.
You look very serious when you said it, Till. Like, there's no bullshit here.
None. It's Detroit no matter what. No bullshit. It's the Detroit Red Wings money line at minus 140. It is the Detroit Tigers at minus 170 on the money line, and it is the Detroit Pistons at minus 155 on the money line. 3-team parlay, Detroit no matter what, plus 345. Pizza money, pizza money, pizza money.
There's one in there that I can't agree with. There's just
I know.
one.
That's fine. I hate you too. That's fair.
I got a premium on one of the other sides.
It's fair. We'll keep moving on it. The Nerfy in Seattle and Angels. I have a few Nerfies today.
I have an opinion on that.
That ain't on. Go ahead. I don't have a Nerfy in this one.
So if there's ever a time that you do want to bet on the Angels, and I talked about this in one of my free play videos, I want to say 2 to 3 days ago, you bet on the Angels during night games at Angel Stadium. They have a track record in the last 2 to 3 years. This team has their highest performance, obviously at home, at Angel Stadium, and during night games. And tonight they've got Jack, and I don't know how to say this guy's name, but he's been with them for 2 years now. Wicks. We're going to call him Wicks. It ends with Wicks. He's actually a legitimate solidified pitcher. And this Angels team, this offense, they could score runs. This team's put it together. They have a very good bullpen. Not great, but good enough. And Emerson Hancock, this guy does get beat up from time to time. I have seen him get lit up, and I've had him had really good games. But going into that, that's a liability factor in my eyes. And as I mentioned, Angels at home, at Angel Stadium, night game. These are 3 tiers of confluence stackers that really benefit in our angle here. Emerson Hancock being that liability, and we also know the Mariners, they struggle to put up runs from time to time. So if I'm taking a dog here, give me the Angels here plus money at home.
Interesting.
I'm going to pull up the splits, get deeper with
Seattle. I like Seattle.
Do you?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I like this kid Hancock on the mound. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I can't bash him.
I like him. He's had a good outing. First time out, 6 innings, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. That was the first time out. I mean, I don't know. I forget who that was against.
I'm pulling up splits right now on the Angels, too.
That was against Cleveland. It was against Cleveland, against Guardians, whatever. I mean, he went 6. I mean, he did his job. So I think Seattle maybe found their bats a little bit. That's their problem. They got to find their bats, Seattle does, in order for them to do some stuff. I worry more about the Angels' offense than I do their pitching. So, it's the exact opposite for Seattle. I like their pitching, and I worry about their offense. So, if they could get their offense rolling a little bit, it's actually 50-50 for me because it's like pitching advantage Seattle. Bat advantage, Angels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to go a little bit deeper. I like the bullpen, I think, in Seattle more than I like the bullpen at Angel Stadium. But, there's a few things that I do like that Angels at night game.
I got the splits up right here.
Yeah.
And during night games in 2025, the Angels, they went 56-61. Overall on the season, they went 72-90. So, during night games, 56 of their 72 wins came through. At home, they were 39-42, whilst on the road, they were 33-48. So again, a dominant home record as well going into that. 56 wins on the at night, 72 wins all season long. So if the Angels do win games, it's at night. And they're at home field advantage here as well. And going back to 2024, same shit. They had 63 wins on the season. 44 of those wins came during night games with a 32-49 record. So it actually has ascended to the upside from 2024 to 2025. Now going into 2026, we're going to find out what this Angels night team is all about.
I agree. I'm on Seattle.
That's fair.
I'll tell you what, I'm a stubborn goat. I am a stubborn son of a bitch.
No, I'm with you, bro.
No, because I get on a pitcher, and when I like that dude, he's gonna ride me into the ground or he's gonna ride me to the rooftop. So I think this kid Hancock has a really good year this year, and I watch him come out and get pulled in the second inning, gives up 5 earned runs or some bullshit. But I think he has a very good outing. I think he's going to be one of those pitchers that everybody talks about. Logan Gilbert from Seattle. Yeah. They all talk about the ace and this. I don't know. I don't call him a kid because he's 26 years old. But this kid, could be their guy. I mean, they're gonna. There's some, Seattle's going to need more than Logan Gilbert and really the end.
And he's getting lit up.
I don't feel like George Kirby. I just had to pull up that rotation. George Kirby, Brian Wu. That dude, Brian Wu, he's throwing at Mike Trout's head. Something wrong with that dude. So they're not. I don't know. I like him too. I do like him.
Something wrong with that dude.
Something wrong with that dude. I'm just saying right there. And George Kirby, I feel like George Kirby maybe on his, I don't know. Kirby at home. George Kirby at home. Correct. And Logan Gilbert anywhere. I'll take him. But this other kid, he could sneak right up in that rotation. I feel like this kid is just itchy. If not, he'll be one of the people, I think, if he has a good outing, like first half of the outing, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dealt at the trade deadline because of their pitching staff being so deep. But how do you not want more pitchers is a great problem to have, but maybe for a piece, I don't think offensively they have enough to go to the World Series, Seattle.
No, and that's just the problem. They have all of the pitching in the world for it. They do not have the offense for it. And again, going back to Emerson Hancock, last year, they worked him in. He did not have a lot of innings of work last season. They gave him 3-4 innings at each start that he got. And you really started to find what he was all about. And the kid got knocked up from time to time, but at the same time, he would have his outings where he was unhittable. So I like where your head's at with that trade deadline spot. This guy might be value. He might be a ticket that they're kind of.
He might be a value for his piece, right? And so maybe letting him audition a little bit more. So your starters, like you said, they pull him 3-4 innings into a lot of games. Now, first game out, they let him go 6. So we'll see how many innings does he go. If he has good work, how many innings is he going? 5, 6? Because I feel like they, maybe they're going to see what they have here now with him too. Maybe he's a trade piece. Maybe somebody like Brian Woo's a trade piece, or George Kirby, like somebody that's a little bit older and keep the younger guy. I mean, I'm just saying. Yes, we're not the average shows here.
I'm pulling up right now, Lenny. You're on the road. I want to confirm this play really quick with the Mets. Is Abe in the chat? Where's Abe?
Abe's not in the chat.
Abe is not in the chat today. Well, we're going right back to our Mets run line system. The Mets, statistically, during night games, this team absolutely dominates. I don't have their splits in front of me, but I will say this. Clay Holmes is getting the start for them. On the road last year, he had a 7-6 record with a strong 3.38 ERA. This Mets team offensively, we know they're dominant force. This goes right in, just back into the system. There's a rotation. Mets during night games. I'm pulling up their splits, Lenny. I'm going to get into this number. So give me just 1 second. If you have anything you want to talk about in the meantime, I want to pull up this number for everybody.
I'm on the Nerfy on that game.
I like the Nerfy too. I think it's minimal runs. I've noticed
that the public trends to hit more totals more often than the team when it's lopsided. Yeah, when it's a lopsided event, like you got your big spreads or whatever, I'd look to totals more. Props for sure. I look for plus money bets and I'll parlay those -150 -150s and more to bring it to plus money. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Guardians have been profitable so far in the dog roll. Fair. Some of the stuff I put in here to pick your brains, educate and entertain. Let's go. Good job, Scott.
I got my splits.
How's the Cubs? Okay, hold on. Let me last comment. How's the Cubs, Illinois, and the Mammoth and regular? All right, we'll get to this, Jack, as soon as he delivers his information.
Yeah, so Mets during the night games last season went 54-47, which isn't as good. But back in 2024, this team was 57-37 during night games, and on the road 43-38. So the road was never an issue for them, including last season. Huge gap. They went 34-47. But with that being said, we have Clay Holmes on the rubber tonight. 3.38 ERA. This team hits powerhouse as well. They hit their best during night games with a 250 batting average. Prior to day games hitting 247. Now, going even deeper into this game, let me pull up where is he? Roop's on the bump tonight. Yeah, I'm all over it. I'm betting this thing. I'm on the Mets tonight, straight up. Don't even play the run line. Play a money line to win that game. Minus 115, fair value.
Yeah, I bet it while you were talking about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
little pizza money action, folks.
Giants can't score runs. They're doing
Cubs,
the same
Illinois.
shit.
Who's the Cubs playing today? Cleveland. Ooh.
I don't like to mess around with Cleveland, and they're not a good team, but I don't like getting in front of them.
Both of these pitchers are decent, okay?
Yeah.
But they did not have a decent start. Both lost. Both have an ERA 7.2 Amanga's ERA. So Cerrone's ERA is 12. I mean, both got jacked their first time out. I would like one of them to bounce back, but I don't know if I can count both of them to bounce back. So I didn't bet this game thinking that this is a watch game. This is a watch and see what happens on this game. One of these two pitchers will be a fade automatically on his next start. The other pitcher will know who he is. So we'll see how that goes, but I stayed away from that. And then the Mammoth, are they?
I like the under in that game, Lenny.
The Mammoth?
No. Cleveland, Chicago.
I think
it's a strong bounce back for both of these teams. And Ciccone at home, he does pitch his best baseball, I will say. And Shada Imanaga, we know about Imanaga. This guy's one of the best pitchers in baseball at time to time, and he's coming off a terrible start. I think this is a perfect bounce back spot for him. And as well, we know another thing about that. Imanaga never gets support from his offense when he's on the rubber. Last season, that was a huge thing for him. No, they do not hit behind him. So going in, dealing with Ciccone, pitches his best baseball at home in Cleveland. Then you've got Imanaga on the bump. We already have statistical data that the Cubs do not like to hit behind him, but at the same time, he does not give up a lot of runs as well. So that has underwritten all over it for me. And I'd probably...
I don't know.
I like that.
It's a stay away game for me, man. There's a few bets.
I free played it on YouTube, but
it's a weird game. We'll stay away from it, I think. But I don't hate Illinois and Mammoth in regulation. There you go. Spurs will take OKC to 7. Agreed.
Maybe.
First off, Wemby not out. He's playing today. He's playing?
Wemby's playing?
Well, who knows? The win might blow him.
I don't think he's playing.
Nats plus 2.5. Going to see. I am on.
You sure about that?
Let me see the Nats. Here's what I played in the Nats. I have the Nationals plus 1.5 first 5. First 5 innings, 1.5. Nationals over playing the Dodgers.
If you're ever taking it, the Nationals, if you're ever betting on them, you take them first 5 innings because
they got nothing behind
base. When they steal bases, they swipe bags early. They try to get on, and then obviously they got that Abrams or whatever the hell that kid's name is. He's also another scrappy little bastard. He's very good. And you've got Jake Irvine on the bump tonight, and that's definitely probably one of their best pitchers now that Mackenzie Gore's been traded to the Rangers. And then you've got Tyler Glasnow on the bump for the Dodgers. Glasnow is one of those guys that just itches.
Who knows?
Dodger State. Exactly.
Who knows who shows
he's great
up?
At home, but on the road, you don't know what he's coming out with. And if his stuff's not on point, it's not on point. He does not hit his spots. He's not really a mental head case, but at the same time, you could emotionally out loud. But you could tell internally the guy's flipping the fuck out.
He don't like the pitch on the road. Let's just say he don't like the pitch on the road.
Fair. Exactly. It's been an issue in his whole career.
I'm on Washington first 5 plus run and a half. So yeah, you can
I
get
like
Nationals +3 at one time. I like it. I ain't mad at that. Astros over from Sandy.
Their team total or the game?
Let me see. Astros.
I'm pulling them up right now too. Oh, they're in Sacramento too.
That's another nerfy for me.
That'd be a nerfy, and I'd back the Athletics. I don't
know if I could do all that. I look for Morales to have a bounce back. Don't get me wrong, but the Athletics got to show me something first. I think they will be a better team than they were last year, but right now they can't hit water falling out of a fucking boat, man. They can't. They've had the 2 wins they've had, but both I think been explosive wins where they just found it and then didn't.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull up their stuff.
They won 5-2 and 11-4, and they beat the Braves and the Astros.
Yeah.
So other than that, they don't really. Not scoring a lot. I worry about the A's, but I don't hate if the Astros do it, it's going to be based off the Astros. We're going to have to look at the Astros team total.
That agreed. I'm not
over 4.5.
What?
That's what their team
total's 4.5.
Astros, yeah, they think Oakland's going to score too. 4.5. All team totals are at 4.5, and the total.
I would have had the Astros at like 6.
Is at 9.5. Touch. Some places have it at the 10. I like the nerfy.
Nerfy for
That's
sure.
Good. Whatever. Daniel says Oak owns Astros with Buck last few seasons. Oh, do they? Super serial.
I don't know any.
Super serial. Super serious. When you have good pitchers, always look at the.
I think that will be.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, wow. What happened? What's happening? What is happening? All right, that's about our time, folks. Any last parting words for these people here? What do you got? What's on the appetizer menu today?
Yeah, so I don't have any top selections today as far as UFC. I do have a 3-fight card. Top play is a 4-unit selection. We're dialing it down on units a little bit. And then as far as all other sports, I've got 1 MLB selection today. I did keep that low. I've got 1 NHL, 1 NBA. God, I can't even talk. And then I did not have the prop market today. I did pass on that. So definitely a smaller card for today. Probably going to be corking it a little bit going into tomorrow, but it's been a little bit of a choppy week for me. Hasn't been strong, so I need to get back in the win column before I start bulldozing again. So we're gonna keep it cool right now.
That's fair.
Give
I got a few props I like a little bit here and there. I like Emerson Hancock props more than 5.5 strikeouts. There's some props I like out there. You might want to take a look at Tatsui Imani. I think he could get 5.5 Ks if he has a good outing. You know what I mean? So there's a couple props I like there, but I don't know.
You want to throw a nerfy parlay together?
Oh, I got multiple nerfies. Which one you want?
Yeah, you lead.
Tigers, St. Louis nerfy. That's the first one on the board.
Brilliant. That was the one I was going with.
Okay, the other nerfy I like is Houston Athletics. And then I also like I like Arizona. I like Arizona Atlanta nerfy, and I like the Mets San Francisco nerfy.
Padres Red Sox. Vasquez on the bump. He's due for a good year. And I think he's going to have himself
for a good year.
And I think he's going to have himself one.
I bet you he feels that in so many ways, man. He had a good outing. His first outing was good.
Very good.
Yeah,
he's coming in with good mentality.
Let's see what the price is on that.
And Connor Early getting the start, which
I can get a -125. I'll take that.
And that's what I do like to look for, is I like to look for liabilities when I'm selecting nerfy selections. You look for the liability, the scare play, and that's the play you roll with. When you got 2 legitimate pitchers going head-to-head, that's when you take the nerfy. Always. Flip it. It's always reverse psychology for me with the Yerfy Nerfy game.
All right, that's going to do it for us. My feet hurt, fuck. I mean, this first comment says, fucks with Griff looking into the Palms Palace investment purposes. Any thoughts? You're what? You're looking into the Palms Palace investment proposals or purposes? Any thought? What? I'm lost.
Looking into the Palms Place investment purposes. Any thoughts? We'd have to get a little bit deeper, Daniel. DM me on Twitter, brother.
This is a rabbit hole I don't need to be down.
Right.
All right, folks, we'll be back Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern here during the week. Saturday, it's always me and Griffin, 11 a.m. Eastern. So we'll definitely be back then. And then also, don't forget, have a good Easter. For those of you celebrating all that, be safe. Have a happy holiday. Be back Monday. And let's make some money. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Kid comes in last minute. Way to be late. What's your play on the White Sox game? Need a banger headed in there now. Okay, first of all, always bet the over in games you go to. Always.
Yeah.
Always, for real, bet the over.
How do I tell this guy to bet on the White Sox? Don't bet on him, dude. Like,
dude,
what am I supposed to do here?
I hate to tell you this. Keen. I hope you come back Monday and through every other day from the here on out. But we're all on Toronto minus the run line. I hate to tell it to you. We're all over Toronto. So if you're looking for maybe I don't have a prop even in there.
I want to find you a prop.
I want to find you a prop. I want to find a prop so bad.
I don't even know who this freaking Grant Taylor is. I can't even give you a pitching prop.
I know. Hey, Daniel, right here. Even the chat's giving
Take the Yerfy.
Oh. Yeah.
Take the Yerfy.
Take the Yerfy. Yes, there'll be a run score. You better get to your seat quick because there's going to be a run scored. Good luck unless you're against us. We'll see you guys on Monday. Take care, folks.